Hello everyone and welcome to today. As you all know, or if you don't know, we are launching the Come to Iraq 1999 tourist company. I was about to say terrorism company, but no, thank God it's not that. And first we're going to start with the reasons why I'm doing this. Then we're going to be moving into the details of this tour and what to expect on this tour. And then I'm going to be answering some of the questions that people were asking. So as for the reasons why, I'm not gonna lie to you, the notebook is like empty because I just bought it. But I've got some notes written here, but I'm not even gonna use them. But I just wanted to make the video look professional from the start. Anyway, so the reasons why I'm doing this is because since I was a child, I've always thought about moving back to Iraq once I was old enough to help my country progress. And now Iraq is at a time where it can really flourish into something beautiful, especially the history and the beauty of this country is so rich that I want to show it to the whole world. I want to change the view of people from America, from Europe, from the United Kingdom about this country, from the entire world. And I want to show them that Iraq has a lot to offer and the Iraqi people are very hospitable and very loving and very generous. So this is one of the reasons. The second reason is, of course, that I want to turn this into a company and make money from it. Because as we all see, people on social media and people on the internet, once you get to a certain stage, you start being controlled. Me, I'm just a truck driver. Or I've stopped now. And for example, YouTubers like KSI, when they're asked about Palestine and Israel, what's going on there, he tells you, I don't even know what's going on. He knows exactly what's going on. But you get to a certain stage where you're not allowed to have your own opinion anymore. And this is because he lives on these sponsors. He lives on these sponsorships, on these companies. And as soon as you say something wrong, you are cut off from that income. I have been making videos for a few years now and I haven't been posting sponsors and that because I never wanted my page or my path to head in that direction. So yes, part of it is for me to make money. Also, as people know who have been following my page for a while, is that I love animals. So I've been trying to start an animal organization here in Iraq because we've got millions of stray cats, stray dogs, and especially in a country ridden by war, it's very difficult for these people to care too much about the animals here. So I've wanted to start an animal shelter here and I want to fund that myself. So this is where some of the proceeds of this are going to. The third reason is that, I had a third reason, 1 second. I swear to God I got one. Oh yeah, the last reason is that it's been my dream to be a tour guide. As you can tell from the videos that I've been making, guess where is me? I'm here. I love to do that. I love to show people nature. None of my videos have ever been about this or that or about nonsense. It's always been like nature, showing you this, showing you that. So being a source of entertainment for people while teaching them about history, about nature, about my home country is a dream of mine. So that comes together very beautifully. These are some of the reasons of why I have decided to start this now. Now we're going to move into the actual tour and where we will be going. Let me show you. Here we have the map of Iraq. From here you have the Kurdistan region, Mosul, is a lot of history there also. Here you have Baghdad, Samarra. Here you have many or most of the ancient archaeological sites in Iraq are down here. So we will be starting our tour from Baghdad. And we will be heading southwards towards the ancient Babylon, Najaf, Karbala, Diwaniya, Sumawa. This is the historical site of Uruk. And we will go all the way to the south to Basra. And we will be seeing this small door to the ocean that we have, the only gap to the ocean that we have in Iraq. And we will be exploring many ancient sites. The tour is going to be about 8-9 days, the first tour. During the first tour, we will not be going up to the Kurdistan region because it's going to be very hard for me. This is the first tour and I want to make sure that I have everything under control. And from Baghdad downwards, I have a lot of help from my family members, from police officers, because many of my family are in the government and in the police. So to ensure the security of everyone, and there is a lot of security here, honestly. As you can see, there are people like you can go on YouTube and you see the vloggers who have come to Iraq and just walking around alone. Yeah, so we will be going to these places. I've already said that because I'm losing kind of my train of thoughts. The tour is going to include, the package that we have is going to include hotels, food, travel through Iraq, tour guides, entrance fees to all the ancient sites, to all the places, etc. The only thing that you need to pay yourself without me is your plane ticket and the $75 visa fee upon entrance, upon arrival to Baghdad airport. Now I'm going to open up some of the questions that people had, and I'm going to be responding to these questions. The price of the tour is going to be $4,000. It's going to be for about 12 days. 9 of these days we're going to be traveling through Iraq, and some of those days, because I want you to arrive one day before and you have like 1 or 2 days after, so that you make sure you catch your plane. Yeah, the questions, we're going to be responding to some of the questions. I know some people might have thought that this is going to be paid for from my pocket, but my pocket barely survives me alone. So this is not a charity cause. This is a holiday, and what I would prefer for people who are history nerds, people who love these kinds of things, to come and experience this. People who never thought of being able to come to Iraq to see these places, I would prefer for those people to come. So some of the questions that we have: when is the best time to come in terms of weather? I'm a solo female traveler. I am black, white, blonde, purple, yellow, green. Can I come? As for solo female travelers, I've seen solo female travelers here in Iraq. However, you won't need to worry about that anyway, because you're going to be with our group. Security is provided for, everything is provided for anyway. Black, white, yellow, green. Iraqis, when they see that you are from somewhere else, you're going to be treated differently. You're going to have, you will see. You will come here, you will be offered food for free, everything, stuff like that. So that's something you don't need to worry about. In terms of weather, what's the best time to come to Iraq? Between June, July, August, it's going to be very hot. So people who cannot handle heat, don't come during those times. The first tour is in April. There's going to be many tours. Are you fluent in? Yes, I'm fluent in Arabic. 1 second. On Google it says that Iraq is not safe for flying, and my government says that you should not fly. The same government that told us you have to vaccination and penetration and formation, that same government is lying again about Iraq. Because Iraq doesn't have the regular crime rate of cities in Europe and in America. In London, you go into a wrong street, someone will put a knife to you and that can take your phone and everything in your pockets. This will not happen here. These things we don't have in Iraq. Yes, Iraq went through wars and went through terrorism, and it was very dangerous in those days. That's gone now. That's finished. And also, you will be with us. We will be accompanied on like if we are in the desert, we will be accompanied by police officers, by this, that. We will be going to a place, for example, in the desert where you have the oldest church in the Middle East, close to Karbala. There, police officers will accompany us and they will provide protection for us. Medical marijuana, is it okay, or do they do not bring drugs to Iraq unless you want to be living in Iraq in a very uncomfortable prison for the rest of your life. Is it safe for everyone, even LGQ HD TVs? If you see my first vlog, I was followed by a group of gay guys. One had eyelash extensions, Iraqi guy. No one's gonna ask you what you do, where you're from, what you believe in. They might ask you where you're from and what you're doing here and interest in you as a person, but they won't ask you your sexual preference. This is not something we have in Iraq. This is very rude to ask someone, who do you sleep with at night? We don't have that stuff. Any more questions, you can put them under this post. So, we will be going from Baghdad to Hilla, Babylon, which is Babylon, Karbala, Najaf, Nasriya, Samawa, Basra, and the cities on the way to that. Many historical sites, many beautiful places. The people who are ready to come in April, please message me on the Come to Iraq 1999 account, and we will move on from there. On Tuesday we will have the exact dates, but I want you from now to Tuesday, please start signing up and let me know. And guess where is you very soon, boys and ladies.